Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's Ronnie, and in today's video I'm going to be doing a military edition Q&A. So I'm going to be answering some questions that y'all may have asked me, and just like some basic questions that you may want to know. Say hi. This is Ari. Say hey, mamas. Say hey. That's how she says hey. But yes, I'm just gonna be answering some questions. So I'm gonna get right into this video. Question was, how long is boot camp? So boot camp for me was about 8 weeks, but I was in a push division, so I got there 2 weeks before my group did. So that's why I spent 8 weeks, and their time there was only like 6 weeks. Now I think they changed it to about, I don't know, like 12 or 13 weeks, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know, don't quote me. But when I went back in 2017, it was 8 weeks long. The second question is, was boot camp hard? So if you're out of shape and you didn't prepare, it's hard. And also, one thing I did not know that my recruiter did not tell me. Oh, mommy, no. Hey, baby. One thing that my recruiter did not tell me is that they asked you things about like knowledge wise. Like, I didn't know that it was like a knowledge thing. I always thought you just go there and it's more like a physical thing, but you gotta know knowledge as well. So keep that in mind. Another thing I didn't know is that you can get set back. Like, if you're thinking you're just gonna go there and just do your time and that's it, no, baby, you can get set back, okay? Because I didn't know that. I was shocked. So, you know, I had to hurry up and do my time. I never got set back in boot camp, thank God, because the time I went was in October, so I graduated like December 15th. And if I would have got held back, I would have had to be there for Christmas, and no bueno. That was not my plan. What are requirements to join? So I think you have to be like a certain weight limit. I'm not sure, but I know your weight is based off your height or your BMI, which is, you know, your body mass. So if you're about like 5'1" or 5'2", I went in 5'1", so I think your BMI has to be like under 27, if I'm not mistaken. So I think you can be like at least 130 and still get in, but I think any more than that for height, because it goes by your height. So me being 5'1", I went into boot camp, I was 116 pounds by the time I graduated, and I'm pretty sure I was a lot smaller than that, but that was the requirement at that time. So yeah. How old do you have to be? There's not really a set age limit. Like, we had people that was in my division that were like, whoop, camera dropped. Okay, I'm back. The camera dropped. But another one was, how old do you have to be? And you don't really have to be like a certain age to join, because we had people, you just camera. Yeah, you don't have to be a certain age to join, because we had people who was in my command who was like up to 30. So you can be any age. The youngest we had was 17. I don't think you can be any younger than that. But when it comes to age, there's no limit. You can come in as late as you want or as early as you want. Completely up to you. You can even get the process started when you're like 16. So if you're considering it, age is definitely not a factor. Can you have prior criminal history? Okay, so they do a background check. And you can have like petty charges. Like if you have like, oh, whoop. Hey, mama. Here. Here you go. So you can have like prior charges if it's like petty charges, like tickets, speeding, you know, little minor stuff like that. But it cannot be like, it can't be nothing like you have a felony. Like, I don't think you can get a waiver for that. But everything else, I'm pretty sure it's fine. But you just have to be honest, like be upfront about it. Like, don't lie, because they're gonna run a background check anyway. So if you lie about it, that's really gonna like mess you up. Whew. Oh my gosh, excuse me. Excuse me. Okay, so what are your most favorite and your least favorite about the Navy? So my favorite thing about the Navy, I would have to say, are the benefits, because you get free healthcare. For me, having my daughter, I get BAH, which is like even more money on my check. I was able to get the place that I have now. What else? What are some good benefits? The experience, traveling, seeing the world, meeting new people, developing new relationships, making new friends. Those are all like really like good things, and I really like that about the Navy. My least things about the Navy, I would have to say the ranking, because people are higher than you and they can really not know what they're talking about, but because they're above you, they'll feel like they can talk to you any type of way. But you have to have good military bearing and your morale and all of that, so you really got to hold it together, like your tongue and stuff. And that's like really the only thing. Also, you can't be who you want to be, like as far as like expressing yourself freely. Like, of course, you can't have like faddish colors, like faddish hair, blue, green, pink hair. You can't have piercings in your face. I mean, a plus is tattoos. You can have tattoos, but they just changed the requirements for your hair. Like, you can have like twists, braids. They don't really care about the style. Another thing that they changed is the size of your bun. Now it can be huge as long as you put it in a bun. So those are all like really good things. So those are like my favorites and my least favorites. Is being a mom in the Navy too much? Honestly, I got pregnant on my first ship. I met her dad on my ship. Is it hard? I think the only hard thing, like it being too much, would be like being away from my daughter, but I feel like it's benefiting her, it's benefiting both of us, me being able to provide for her, the living situation. So I see it as a good thing. But I mean, everybody's different. Some people might not want to be away from their child for that long. I mean, since I'm on shore duty now, because I was on sea duty, it really wasn't that long for me personally. So I was on my ship for about like 7 months total. And found out I was pregnant, got off the ship like that. Not saying go get pregnant. I am not saying, disclaimer, I'm not saying go get pregnant, get off the ship. But that's what happened in my case. I mean, it happens in everybody's case, because the working conditions on a ship is like too much for pregnant women. But is it too much? I mean, it can be at times. I mean, the only thing I can remember is that I got annoyed with people at my new command like really easily. My moods was all over the place. I was getting mad AF. But after I had her, everything just went back to normal. It was like a switch. So it's really not that bad. But it really just depends on how you see it. Look, mommy. Yeah. So what is it like being pregnant? I mean, it's just like being pregnant in the civilian world, except you have to wear a uniform. There's really not no difference. That's all I have to say about that, because you can do it in the real world, you can do it in the Navy. You're still gonna have your job. They're not gonna kick you out. Like, yeah. So I mean, it's the same. How long are deployments? They're usually about I got tongue tied. They're usually about 10 months. No, I think the longest is like 9 months, and the shortest are like 6 months. But they do have underways, which can range from like a month, a couple weeks. It just depends. But for the most part, it's really not that bad at all. Like, deployments, it's not that bad. You go to some amazing places depending on if you're on the east or the west coast. And I mean, you get to save up a lot of money. So it's a lot of benefits. And are you always at sea? No, you're actually not always at seas. It just depends on your orders, because I know if you have admin jobs, your time at sea is way less than if you come in with like a non-admin job. Like, I'm a BM, I'm a boatswain mate. So our seashore rotation is 5 and 3. So most of the time I'm out to sea, which is okay though, because even though you're out to sea, you might not be on an active ship. Because my first Kim Man that I was at before I got pregnant, it wasn't really active. Like, it's newly commissioned, didn't go nowhere, it was broke. So you might get lucky. It just depends. It really just depends. And yeah, that's gonna conclude this military edition Q&A. If you got any more questions that you want to know about, I might do a part 2. Just let me know in the comments. Like, subscribe, you know, more content on the way with me and baby girl. She just threw my book. But more content on the way with me and baby girl. Say hey. Say hey. She's so silly. Here. Ooh. But yeah, we got more content on the way. Any video ideas, let me know in the comments. And yeah, before this video gets too long, because it's probably already long, we're just gonna wrap it up. Say bye. Say bye. Say bye. We're still working on bye. See y'all.